everybody, it's Jamie. And today's video is probably going to be really short because I wasn't able to actually vlog a whole lot. But I wanted to tell you guys about my experience with TATINOF. For those of you who don't know what TATINOF is, it's the Amazing Tours Not on Fire hosted by Dan and Phil of YouTube. And they toured the UK already. They did that last year. And then in February, I think it was February or March, they announced they were doing a US tour. And of course, because I've been dying to meet them and they live in the UK and I live in California, I had to buy tickets. So my dad bought me tickets for my birthday. So I once again had a belated birthday present, as with the Imagine Dragons concert. And it was definitely well worth it. It was such an amazing tour, which I know it's called the Amazing Tour, but it really was amazing. They did such a good job. It was everything I could have asked from Dan and Phil without actually, like meeting them. You did have the opportunity to meet them if you bought the higher price tickets, but since it was me, my mom, and my brother going, we opted for the middle price tickets, so not the expensive ones, but not the super cheap ones, but the middle ones. And our seats were pretty good. We were in the Dolby Theater, which is where the Oscars are where the Oscars are hosted, and a bunch of other award shows and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see the inside of that theater as well. The seats themselves are a lot smaller than I ever expected. Like, they were small for me, and I'm only 5'2". My brother, who's almost a foot taller than I am, his knees were pretty much into the chair in front of us, and you couldn't like shuffle past people. Like, people had to like stand up and back up into their seat, and then you had to like shuffle past them. It was a pain. But we got really good seats. We didn't get to sit together though. Me and my brother sat together, and then my mom sat a few seats over, which was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. But we were on, I'm pretty sure it was the second balcony from the floor. I don't think there was a balcony below us. And we were pretty much almost dead smack in the center, which was kind of amazing because I wasn't sure, because when you're picking your seats, you just see a bunch of little dots on the screen, and they're like, the stage is here. And you're like, okay, but are they like, and they kind of give you a little preview of what you're buying into, but not much of one. But the seats were awesome. They were definitely good. And I liked nobody tall sat in front of me. And the way the seats are staggered just slightly, you can kind of see past the people in front of you. So I could actually see everything that was happening. We were close enough to where we could still see the whole stage, but we could still see like Dan and Phil themselves. They didn't have any like extra screens showing you what's happening on stage. You just got to see the stage, which I thought was really nice for us anyways. But the show was amazing. It was funny, and it was very Dan and Phil, and it was just so like based on like not only their YouTube channels and what they do, but also how we as fans react, things we've come to love from them, like Dan's advice, and Phil's why he was a weird kid, and Dill was there, and it was really cool. It was a little under 2 hours, which I thought was a great length. Of course, I would sit there if it was 10 hours because that's Dan and Phil and I love them so much. But it was a good length. My brother and my mom had a really good time too, even though my brother doesn't really watch Dan and Phil, and my mom still hasn't fully understood what the heck YouTube is and what we do on YouTube and like, why are these people famous? But it's a thing, and she knows it's a thing, and she still thought they were really funny, and she had a good time. And yeah, and it was really cool to be in the Dolby Theater. I was really nervous because it's in Hollywood, and I'm like, oh my god, traffic and blah blah blah. But we honestly didn't hit any traffic on the freeway because we're going the opposite direction of everybody leaving LA, until we actually got off the freeway into Hollywood, and it took us like the same amount of time to get from my house to the freeway exit, from the freeway exit to the parking lot. Parking was good. We ended up parking in the shopping mall thing that's there. the parking's not only for the shopping mall, but it's connected to it. And I thought we were gonna have to go cut through the shopping mall and then go out and around. But it turns out the Dolby Theater is connected to the mall parking lot entrance kind of thing. So we didn't really have to go anywhere. And it was air conditioned. So thank goodness for that, because it was blazing hot outside. When you walk in, because we weren't allowed to film the show or take pictures during the show because they were filming it and taking pictures for it for the YouTube Red version that is coming out. So if you guys didn't get a chance to go and you really wanted to go, you can watch that. And they're also going to do like a making of the Tours on Fire. When I walked in to the Dolby Theater, we were on the 3rd floor of the mall was where our entrance was. And so when you walked in, like immediately to the right hand side, there was a merch thing. Was it merch stall? I guess it would be. I don't know. But it was there, and the line wasn't too bad. They had a line for credit and a line for cash. But it was nice, and I'm kind of glad the time we got there was good, because when I jumped in the merch line, it went pretty fast. I got my stuff, and then like 20 minutes later, the merch line, because they had it going along, like they have a round cutout in the floor so you can see down to the other floors. And so at first it was maybe like a little bit over a quarter of the circle was the line, which is when I got in. After I got out and we were sitting there waiting for a bit, like 20 minutes later, it was like halfway around the center thing and down the stairs to the next floor. So I'm glad I got in line when I did. They had a lot to choose from. I'll show you. I got the official tour t-shirt with Dan and Phil, the American flag, just in time for 4th of July. Tour dates. Mine's like the one all the way at the bottom. They have that. I think this was $25. And then because I have the UK concert wristband thing, because I ordered it off of their website, because I wanted one and I wasn't sure when they were coming to the US. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get one now. I got the US like festival wristband thing that just says US 2016, the amazing tour is not on fire. That's all I bought. Of course I wanted to buy the entire stand, which included, they had these t-shirts, they had the I actually went outside t-shirts, they had a lanyard with the little like concert badge thing, which I almost got, but I don't need any more lanyards, so I stopped myself. And then they also had sweatshirts, a tote bag, and I want to say that was it. But yeah, they didn't allow you to film, so I didn't get a whole lot. I just got a bunch of pictures. And they're like, don't worry, we're going to put a bunch of stuff online, so that's going to be cool. And it was amazing, and I really enjoyed myself. And I personally think, because I almost went to VidCon this year instead, and I'm really glad I went to the Tours on Fire instead, because that's why I want to go to VidCon, is because I wanted to see Dan and Phil, I want to see them, and you know, other YouTubers too, but VidCon is supposed to be an experience just for VidCon itself, not for meet and greets, and I kind of just wanted to see Dan and Phil. So I went to TATINOF instead. For those of you out there in Australia, definitely, if you're in the fandom, get your tickets now. For you guys today in this video. I just want to talk about TATINOF and how amazing it was and how much I loved it, and like how cool it was to see them in person. I mean, they're the same. They're the same in their show as they are in their videos, and it's just cool to see their body language in person, and to hear Phil singing, and it was amazing, and I'm really happy I had that experience. It was definitely worth the money. But yeah, anyways, you guys please give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me out. Also, you guys can subscribe to my YouTube Confetti Nation down below. Throw as much virtual confetti at you as humanly possible. You guys can also follow me on all my social media and check out my website because I have a new photo series called Subscribed, where I kind of take my favorite YouTubers and find things in my wardrobe and things like that that remind me of them, and then do a setup similar to their filming setup. And it's just a really cool, like, inspirational YouTube kind of thing. So check it out. Social media, website. That's all I have to tell you guys, right? Anyways, I will see you guys sooner rather than later. So goodbye.